CNN political commentator and former executive director of the Congressional Black Caucus, and Betsy McCoy, Donald Trump supporter and former Lieutenant Governor of New York. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Victor.
Good morning.
Lieutenant Governor, I want to start with you, and as just to piggyback off of Miguel's report there, what we heard from Speaker Paul Ryan about what will happen post-repeal of Obamacare. Watch.
We have a plan to replace it. We have plenty of ideas to replace it, and you'll see as the weeks and months unfold what we're talking about replacing it.
There is a major difference between plenty of ideas and a plan. How, after 6 years of clamoring for repeal and replace, does the GOP not have a consensus on what they will replace Obamacare with?
Well, first, let me say there is a consensus. I've read the competing plans. They're all similar in all the broad outlines.
Where's the single plan?
Let me just finish.
Okay,
Let me just
at the end of the
Victor,
answer, hopefully you'll tell me what the plan is.
That's a hostile question, so let me. Yes,
How is
I'm
that
going to
hostile?
outline it. Yes, because the fact is there is a plan. There are several variations of it, and they're combining them right now. All of the plans preserve the Medicaid safety net. All of the plans offer people in the private individual market more choice and much lower premiums. And all of the plans protect people with pre-existing conditions. There are currently 500,000 people in Obamacare plans who have pre-existing conditions, and they are worse off than they were before. Almost all of them had insurance before Obamacare.
Okay.
Insurance, just a moment, insurance from high-risk pools. But under Obamacare, they no longer have access to cancer hospitals in most states or the specialty care they need, and they are clamoring to be able to get the care they need.
So the question was about why is there or how is there not a consensus, and your answer was
there
about...
There is a consensus.
Well, the answer that I heard... Hold on,
I'll
I'll let you finish. Let me come with the next question. The question, your answer then was all of the plans. But by definition, consensus doesn't make room for a myriad of plans. There's a single idea.
It is. They're dithering, and right now
Who's
drafting
dithering?
The members of Congress, let me just explain, are drafting a consolidated proposal that will combine the variations in, for example, how the subsidies and tax credits will be provided. But the basics, a Medicaid safety net, lower premiums and much more choice, and better protections for pre-existing conditions, all of those things are common in all the plans. Don't forget, Obamacare was passed before anybody read it, and we've been suffering for 6 years as a result.
All right, Angela, I'm going to let you respond to that, and I've got a question about something the president said.
Okay, sure. So let me just say this. There's another popular provision of Obamacare, Victor, and that is to allow young people to stay on their parents' health care plan. That is one that is personal to me. I was a law school student who was out of nowhere kicked off of my mom and my dad's health care plan and had to get something called COBRA. Like, what is that? All of a sudden, it was much more expensive health care for less benefits. So
That's
I think
I'm
not Becky. You talked for 100 years. Let me just please. So the thing that is so important here is that we don't play politics with the health care of American citizens. You just had this great segment on right before we got started. Here's the harsh reality. Republicans played politics with this for not the first term of President Obama's tenure, but also the second term. They tried to repeal Obamacare more than 60 times. There was never a repeal plan. And to your point, Victor, you would hope that they would have a replacement at this point.
You heard,
I'm not finished. Speaker Ryan get up there and say, well, you know, you're going to see it in the coming days. I've never heard him stutter so bad. So the reality of it is this. Barack Obama is putting his pride aside, putting his namesake aside, and saying, listen, I will support whatever you produce if it is better, if it is stronger. We have an obligation as citizens in this country to do just that.
Angela, let me ask you.
Angela,
hold on. Angela, let me ask you about what the president said.
Hold on. It's not your show, Betsy.
Hold on for a second. Lieutenant Governor. Angela, let me ask you. You said that we should not be playing politics with Americans' health care. But when we know from that closed-door meeting that President Obama says, do not rescue the Republicans on replacements, do not rescue them, is he not doing just that post-repeal? We know that this will be repealed. Republicans have said that. But in offering a way to rescue Americans who need health care, should not Democrats be part of that?
Yes, but I don't think that, I think that his comments were lifted out of context, right? I think when he's talking about rescuing them, he's saying don't give them any breathing room on the requirements, the obligations that we have as public servants to provide health care to American people. It is not a privilege, it is a right to live, to thrive in this country, and to be healthy. I think that was the real point. I don't think it was about, you know, hang them out to dry and make people suffer. I don't think that's what he meant at all.
We've got to take a quick break. Both of you are coming back. Stay with us. We'll continue the conversation in a moment.